Hi there and welcome to Yin Breaths. This is a video about Yin Yoga and I'll be showing you one pose that you can do at home as we target into the front of the chest space, the torso, which is the spleen meridians. Okay. Now for this pose, we will be using some props, so go ahead and try to find a bolster. If you have the luxury of having a bolster at home, go ahead and grab that. Otherwise, maybe preparing some cushions or pillows instead. Okay. Now, for this pose, I will be showing you some modifications as we take a functional approach to accommodate for skeletal variations in the body. Skeletal variations is something that exists in every individual and every single part of the body. I need to take a moment here to thank my teachers, Joe and Joe, for teaching me about these variations, and all of us who are teaching skeletal variations in our classes, we need to accredit this back to Paul and Susie Greeley. Okay, so as we come into this pose, it'll be focusing really into the front of the torso, the abdomen area here. And we want to make sure that we're really feeling into this space here without maybe getting into the back space too much. We want to make sure that you avoid feeling compression into the back where it feels really uncomfortable for the body. So you're going to go ahead and come down onto your mat. We're going to come belly towards the mat, okay? And to come into a prone position. And so some of us might be comfortable just here as you come into Sphinx pose. This is especially for those of us who have some lumbar issues or lower back issues. If you find pinching into this area, maybe staying here is good. And if you find that maybe if you allow the legs to open out wider, maybe as wide as the mat or even wider, and maybe this helps to release some tension into that lower back space here, go ahead and do that. So maybe once you've done that and that releases here, maybe you feel that you're able to come a little higher into the front of the torso. And you can always adjust and modify with the elbows. So right now my elbows are slightly forwards. If I bring the elbows closer towards my ribs, I get a little bit more lift into the front of the body as I feel a bigger sensation of a stretch into the chest space this way. So I might be comfortable here, right? Or I might use a prop like the bolster, and I can just place this bolster right at the front of the chest space here, and then just rest this way. My arms are really free, but I still feel that lift into the chest space, and I feel that I can allow my weight to really sink down into the mat. I'm not holding anything up at all, and this feels good. Now for some individuals, maybe this is not enough for you and you feel that maybe you need to come into a bigger pose. And what you can do is maybe come up onto the palms instead. The palms might be opening slightly outwards to the sides here as you come into maybe seal pose. And again, you can use the prop underneath the belly here this way, so it is right underneath the ribs as it supports the torso upright, and you can see that I'm totally free in my hands. My hands aren't supporting the weight at all. I'm using the prop this way so that my body can really stay relaxed. I don't feel that I'm struggling to hold and stay upright in this position as I allow all the parts of the body, the buttocks, the legs, okay, the shoulders to be really nice and soft. And then I can go ahead and maybe close the eyes this way here and then just focus as well. Now if you don't have the props, it's absolutely fine to be on the palms or on the elbows or on the forearms. And if you aren't using the props because you don't have props available, if you do find that the shoulders after a while they start to shrug up to the ears, don't worry about that. That's absolutely fine. You don't have to struggle to keep holding it up this way. Really, the Yin Yoga practice is a really functional approach, and the more that you're able to release and feel the sense of gravity taking over. Actually, the more stretch and sensation you might feel into the front side of the body this way. So don't struggle to hold it up. This will be really hard to hold to hold the entire weight up for about 30 breaths or about 3 minutes. Choose to support the body as much as you can and allow the weight to come down towards the direction of the ground space. So when you're done, maybe you can come all the way down onto the belly, and you can rest here with the arms to the front or arms to the back, the head turned to either side. Or if you feel that you are more inclined to come into child pose because this feels better for you, you can go ahead and do that. Okay, but whenever you come out of the pose, doing it really slowly and mindfully, and there's no rush, and then stay in that rebound or that release for a little while as you feel that release into the front side of the body, and then suddenly, right, for some of us, into the back space as well. Okay, so I hope that you found this video beneficial and interesting, maybe a little bit insightful as well for you, and maybe you take some of this knowledge into your own practice moving forwards, whether it is a yin yoga practice or any other asana based practice as well. So thank you so much for your time and for joining me here. I hope to see you in the next video. Bye.